Hello and welcome to the solution for challenge number 8, which is called Picture This. And the challenge was to take an image from the gallery, this image of a girl, and take a page background that we had in the gallery, which is just a teacher's desk and a blackboard, and we're going to modify this page and turn it into this page. And we're only going to use the things found in our toolbar. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll show you how I did this. Let me get back to our original objects here. And I'm going to kind of go fast through this, and I may be using different techniques, but I think that you can follow along and hopefully see what I did. And if you did use another technique, I'm sure it was okay. All right, let's get started. I'm just going to kind of go through, as I said, pretty rapidly and change the size of the girl to make sure she's the right size. Kind of move her out of the way. Going to go to the screen capture tool. I'm going to use the rectangular selection button, which is the first one, and I'm going to capture to the same page, so do not select that. And now for the getting the girl to sit behind the desk, I need to make a cutout of the desk right at the line where I want it to be shown. So I got to make sure that I have the desk. Yep, it's got to cut right at the top of the portion there. And then when I cut that out, I'll have to just kind of shrink it down a little bit and move it over in the right place so it looks like it's just a duplicate of the desk itself. Now, getting things perfectly set can be one of the little bit of the tricky part, just because it doesn't keep it the same size when I cut it out. But as long as you're close, that looks pretty close. Now that cutout image is now sitting in front of the teacher, so the teacher can go right there. All right, next let's go ahead and do a cutout of the apple. And this is really why the rectangular selection is so important, because when I do that, I have an option for set picture transparency. I'm just going to click on the portions of this picture that I do not want to be seen. And what I'm left with is my apple. Okay, I'm just going to shrink that down a little bit. Now the apple needs to sit behind the hand, so I'll need a duplicate picture of the hand. Let me just go ahead and take this. I'm just going to cut out a picture of the hand there, and I'm going to get rid of some of the things in the picture. I don't want these portions over here. And it's really just where it's going to sit behind the hand, so that should be enough. Now if I move this back, I have to resize it a little bit, get it so it sits perfectly over and it looks just the same. Okay, and that looks pretty close. You want it to match over and make sure it's kind of a perfect duplication of the image. Now this apple should just sit right behind. And if I did that a little bit more quickly than you did, well, at least you'll have a nice little trick for the next time. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is hide the other apple here, which means I'm going to take a section of my desk like that, and I'm just going to go ahead and shrink that down a little bit and hide it over the apple. It's pretty close. I can expand it a little bit, move it up, and just get it kind of in place. If you find it easier to use your arrow keys, which makes micro adjustments, you can. Hey, that looks pretty good. All right, now I'm just kind of cruising along here, and I'm going to make a little copy of my chalk. Okay, cut that out. Now I'm going to get rid of the black with my transparency. Okay, and there's my picture. It has that little black line. That's not very good. Let's see if I can get rid of that. There it goes. Yep, looks pretty good. Shrink that down just a little bit. Rotate it, and it's going to go inside the hair. Now, my technique for the hair was just to cut out a little slice of her hair and bring it back over and put that down where I cut it out. Just have it kind of hidden there a little bit. I'm just kind of making some adjustments with the size. And then when I put the chalk, it's going to sit behind it, and it looks like it's just sitting in her hair. We're almost done. I found the easiest method to get rid of the chalk was just to go to my pens and go to my, let me get rid of that, and get a little more thickness to my line, and I'm just going to draw a black line over there so I can't see it. It matches pretty good. And now the last thing I need to do is just go ahead, change my pen to white, and I can just write. And I'm at my computer, so this is a little bit difficult. I love smartboards. Okay. And you didn't have to do that, but I think you get the general idea. And I am almost done. So I hope that you were able to learn a new technique from this challenge, and hopefully you can apply it in creating some neat effects inside your Smart Notebook applications.